My friend Bill Ball had this album stuck in his car CD player for like 2 years in college. 32 minutes long, on endless repeat. And we didn't even mind, man. Funkadelic's Maggot Brain is that good. Authentic, deeply gritty and funky, with hints of screaming rock and roll in the blazing guitar of Eddie Hazel. I swear he must have been listening to Tony Iommi's Black Sabbath work before he recorded this. The wordless, screaming solo guitar track, Maggot Brain, was played with a full band, and then in the final mix, everything but Hazel's naked, vulnerable lead guitar was muted. Brides of Funkenstein sing, and of course George Clinton leads the whole proceedings here. You got your punk rock and my funk. Now, can I officially request a super deluxe version of these old Funkadelic records? Westbound, Uncle George? Come on, you guys can do that. That would be fantastic. SuperFly, played by Young-Holt Unlimited. SuperFly was a masterpiece of blaxploitation cinema, and the gorgeous soundtrack by Curtis Mayfield played no small part in that. That's highly recommended, of course. But let's talk about Young-Holt Unlimited plays Superfly. This repressing is from Record Store Day 2022. Side A consists of 4 covers from Superfly and 1 Young-Holt original. The flip side has a cool cover of The Carpenters' Close to You. You get Could It Be I'm Falling in Love with a Frampton-esque vocal filter, and some other really funked out stuff. All of it is really cool. Bassist L.D. Young and drummer Red Holt lead this group, and you can really tell we have a rhythm section at the helm. The electric piano by Ken Chaney is also a real standout. Don't sleep, track 'em down. I got my copy for $10. Bill Withers live at Carnegie Hall. Master songwriter Bill Withers in a breathtaking live performance, beautifully recorded and presented here as a high-fidelity recording from Dutch audiophile label Music on Vinyl. There are really funky moments here, like Use Me, Let Us Love, and Cold Baloney. But along with those grooves, we get deep, meaningful late-night emotions. Grandma's Hands, Ain't No Sunshine, and Lean on Me, of course, are fan favorites. But the real standout here is the riveting, expansive anti-war track, I Can't Write Left-Handed, with its endless hook hummed by the entire band. That hook was sampled by Fatboy Slim for his track Demons with Macy Gray. Go back and check that out. Speaking of getting funky, get funky with this People Records compilation, James Brown's Funky People, Volume 2. There are 3 of these Funky People record compilations in total, and all of them are really good, but this is my favorite. Basically, they collect singles from 69 to 1975 by James Brown and his collaborators, spin-off bands, people he discovered, and so forth. Most of these songs are produced by James Brown, and all of them are flavored with that People Records sound. Tight, funky, compact recordings of solid performances by top-notch players and singers. Some of the sessions are even led by James himself, and you can tell because he's in the room yelling, like the inspiration for Flavor Flav and every hype man to follow. Lynn Collins, the female preacher, well known for her It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right vocal hook, brings a mournful soul track and a funk burner. Marva Whitney reps the Sisters with Message from the Soul Sisters Parts 1 and 2, and Myra Barnes contributes 2 singles. In fact, 5 of the 13 tracks here are by women. Hank Ballard and the Midnight Lighters, James Brown's group fronting the legendary author of The Twist, Hank Ballard. Calling them the Midnight Lighters is a play on the Midnighters, Ballard's original band name. We get Fred Wesley and the JBs and Maceo and the Macs, 2 bands that highlighted People Records horn section stars with indestructible, locked-in grooves and badass call-in responses, obviously engineered by Brother James to really highlight the horn section. You gotta check these out, they're really great. You can find them on vinyl, but they're more common on CD. Wonder Wrote It, mixed by DJ Spinna and DJ Bobbito. Every year, DJ Spinna and Bobbito, aka DJ Cucumber Slice, do a live Stevie Wonder show in Brooklyn. It's called Wonder Wrote It. It's vinyl only, mixing together incredible Stevie Wonder covers from across the musical spectrum. This led them to curate this 2 CD collection of Stevie Wonder covers in 2006. It's available as 2 cassette tapes as well, but this is basically a bootleg release, so it never came out on vinyl. CD 1 is mixed by DJ Spinna, 2 by Bobbito. There's no original material by the DJs here, they're mixing together the work of others on vinyl. This is a must-have for Stevie Wonder devotees or fans of classic soul. Despite the hip-hop backgrounds of these 2 DJs, there's very little in the rap vein here. And for those seeking Stevie's greatest hits, you'll probably not hear versions that you recognize. However, you will hear great live performances by Wonder, smooth 80s soul by his wife, Cyrita, and covers by the likes of Jose Feliciano and reggae artist Young-Holt. Also included are some seldom-heard gems Wonder wrote for the Pointer Sisters and other artists, mixed in with short interview samples here and there. The way these two artfully spliced together funky and heartfelt versions you'd otherwise never have heard is a real treat. Most of the versions are from the 70s and 80s, and much of this material is rare or completely unavailable on CD. For those of you who love Stevie classics and are looking for a new spin on the music, look no further. And ballers, check out these other recommendation videos. They're pretty cool, and if you pick these albums up and you like it, put it in the comments. Tell me what you thought about it. Peace.